What's up, y'all? Today we've got Travis Thornhill on the podcast, another guy that I've grown up with, one of the fastest, probably the fastest guy that I've ever played with or been around. Travis won the state championship in the 100-meter dash in 2010 in Tennessee. Travis was a junior college All-American. Travis was an NCAA national qualifier for track and field. And he's also a pro bodybuilder, a natural pro bodybuilder at that. So if you're a bodybuilder or an athlete in general, you're going to love this episode. Check it out.
It's looking like a Carter paparazzi. Two phones in my pocket talking. Yeah, I got it. Black card in my wallet. If I want it, then I cop shotgun, ride shotty. I don't need nobody.
All right. Thornhill, Travis Thornhill. What's up, bro?
What's up, man? How you doing, bro?
Doing pretty good, man. So first thing that we establish is if we're drinking alcohol or if we're drinking caffeine, because that's two whole different vibes, you know what I'm saying? So we got the caffeine today. You know, we got the pro bodybuilder on. We couldn't be sipping the alcohol during that.
Yeah, man. You know, prep coming up, man.
Exactly, bro. It's year round. You got to be on your point, so I understand completely. First thing is trivia. We're going to lighten the mood a little bit. I'm just going to give you 5 random trivia questions, and if we were drinking alcohol, I'd make you take a shot if you would miss too many. But you know, we're just doing the caffeine, so we'll just see what you got on the answers, and we won't punish you for nothing.
All
right. So the first one, since we played football together growing up, so I got a little football trivia in here. So I might have missed this one myself. So you know, no shame if you do. But a football field from the back of the end zone to the back of the end zone, how many yards is that? Is it 100 yards? 120 yards or 130 yards?
120.
120, that's right.
Yes, sir.
That's right. I was thinking, so I might have said 130, but I was thinking like when they have a field goal, they go to kick a field goal, you know, you add 15 to it, but that's also adding the 5 for the kicker backing up.
Yeah.
So I was thinking that part of like the end zone, you know, adding to it, but you got it right.
10.
Yeah, 120. All right, so 1 for 1 so far. What is a female deer called?
A doe.
That's right. 2 for 2. Okay. You hunt?
Yeah, you know, me and Pops go hunting every now and then.
That's what I'm talking about. Hell yeah. All right, so number 3, you're 2 for 2. You're rolling so far. So who has more top 10 solo hits on the music billboards? Is it Drake or Elvis? Elvis
Drake.
threw a little Memphis in there. Drake?
Yeah.
All right, 3 for 3. All right.
Let's go.
All right. Let's see. I'm going to have to try to stump you on one of these. Come on now. All right. Who has more followers on Instagram?
Okay.
Is it Trump or McGregor?
Trump.
It's McGregor. I got him.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I mean, you would think Trump does. You would think he's more worldwide, but McGregor had like 42 mil and Trump had like 20-something mil.
Oh, man.
Yeah, you would think. And I was actually going to compare.
Trump to have more. Sure.
Yeah. I was going to compare like someone to The Rock, but bro, The Rock's, no one's even close. The Rock's got like 800 million. I'm like, what?
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's like unheard of.
Generational fans from like every generation of people.
Yeah, I mean, everybody. Yeah, because when we were little, he was a star. When we were babies, he was a star. Still a star. All right. Last one. So you're 3 out of 4 so far. Last one. The fastest combine 40 time for the NFL ever. You can give me either the time or you can give me the name.
Okay, I know Chris Johnson got his record broke. So it's a 4 in the combine, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay. 4 2 4 2 1.
Final answer?
Yeah.
And who's the guy? You know the guy?
I forgot his name, bro.
You know what? I may have to give it to you because it's a 4-2-2. That
That was my first thought too. That's crazy.
It's only a tenth off, yeah. But dude, that's crazy. That's lightning
Crazy,
fast, bro.
Speed
Lightning
has
fast.
just went to another level these days, though.
For real, for real. So speaking of, man, what was your fastest 40 time ever? Because I know you. For y'all that don't know, man, this dude right here, I got to be the fastest dude I ever played with.
Man, I ran a 4.28 in college on the laser at practice one time. But I was running track then though, so
Yeah,
but I did it just to see.
yeah.
And we had the time with the laser set up at practice at track practice one day. So we just got out there and did it.
Dude, a 4.28 is dumb fast.
Yeah, man.
That's crazy. And hey,
Yeah.
I'm here to vouch for him too. Obviously, I wasn't there when he ran that in college, but I can tell you, he ain't lying. That's for real too. Because most people that would say that, especially football players, they don't run that.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Running was my thing, bro. Like,
Yeah.
You already know my whole game was just off my speed.
Oh yeah, yeah. We were both little as young men growing up playing football, and my thing was my hands. I could catch real good, and his thing was his speed. And there's only a couple people that I ever felt stupid trying to tackle, bro. And you're one of them. I ain't gonna lie, like where I was just like,
love, bro.
I just ain't fast. You just ain't fast enough. All right, so first topic we're gonna talk a little bit about what makes you who you are today. All right, so when you were growing up, because you're into bodybuilding now and competing in a pro, were you around that growing up? What led you to that? Tell me about the beginning a little bit.
Okay, so my dad, he was into sports. He played football coming up, high school, college, and he was into bodybuilding as well. So growing up, I always was on the field running. Pops had me running stairs in the house. Man, we had parachutes, bro. I'm running hills. This is like at 6 years old, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So then we had a little weight set upstairs, so I was doing like leg extensions early, and so I did a lot of stuff like that growing up. So and I think that helped me with my speed as well.
Yeah, like your development.
I played football very early at a young age, as early as you can play, which I think was like 6 or 7, something like that.
Yep.
And honestly, bro, I thought I was gonna go to the NBA. That was my first goal.
Really?
As far as sports, yeah. I just loved Allen Iverson, and I was always short, but I used to look at like Spud Webb and see him dunking at like 5'7", 5'6". So I thought that was gonna be my thing, bro. But it went a whole nother direction.
Bro, believe it or not, I thought the same thing at one point. Dude, I remember. This cracks me up. Think about it. I mean, looking back, bro, there was no shot for me. Like, none, bro. Like, I was good in, like, rec leagues, and that's about it. You know what I mean?
That's me, bro. I didn't even play in middle school or nothing.
No, yeah. Football, I was a little better in, even though I was small. But, like, basketball, I wasn't going to take anywhere. But I remember, as a kid, literally arguing with my grandma, bro. Like, I'm going to do this. She's like, you need to be realistic.
Yeah.
This and that. And I'm like, no, you're trying to kill my dreams. You know what I mean?
I was the same way, bro. That's funny.
Bro.
I was the same way.
That's a trip, bro. So your dad had you doing the training when you were young, growing up, right? So that was like part of your foundation and what got you into the fitness part, the working out, right? Is he your biggest influence or one of your biggest influences in your life, or who would you say is, or the few people that are?
Definitely, if not the biggest, one of the biggest influences in my life. He taught me the work ethic side of it, you know what I mean? Like, no matter what, just give it your all, and you're going to get good from it, you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
No matter the hurdles you face along the way, just keep giving it everything you got, and you will see the benefit in the end. And he kind of instilled that mentality in me, so I took that from sports, because, we're shorter, smaller guys, especially coming up.
Yep.
So I just had that never back down mentality, because I just think, like, no matter what hurdles I got in front of me, just give it all I got. And it did pay off in multiple ways,
Oh, yeah. Travis ended up being successful in multiple sports throughout the years, man. It was definitely something cool to see and follow. We ended up going to different high schools after we got like halfway through high school, but yeah, just to follow kind of how that went down. So what were your original? I know you talked about basketball a little bit, so maybe that's part of this answer. But what were your original athletic goals and career aspirations? I'm sure at that young age you didn't necessarily, and I didn't either, think that bodybuilding would be part of a career for me.
Nah.
But outside of the basketball thing, what were you thinking you were going to go do?
Yeah, basketball was more so like when I was a lot younger. But of course, the NFL. I wanted to play running back, kick return in the NFL. So I thought that was gonna be a thing for me. And it kind of shifted in high school once I won state in the 100 meters. I
State
started
champ.
looking at myself like, oh, I might be a track guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So that's the first time you started thinking about it like that.
Yeah, exactly. Like, cause I was always fast, bro. But a little backstory about it. 9th and 10th grade, I didn't make it to state in the 100 meters. I made it in the relays though, but not the 100. No individual events. And my 11th grade year, from not making it at all, I went and won state my 11th grade year.
That's wild.
So that whole off season, I just kept telling myself like, I'm gonna win state this year, and I never even been, bro.
Yeah.
I just kept saying I'm gonna win though, and it ended up coming to life. And so from that point on, I was thinking, man, maybe I got a career in track. And then if I fast forward to college, bro, my roommate, Akeem Hames, ran in the Olympics for Canada on their 4x1 relay team. So
wow.
I just felt I was around all the big track guys, you know, running against all the big schools. So I thought I was going to go to the Olympics and get a Nike contract or a Adidas contract. But then I ended up tearing my hamstring in college. So
what year of college was that?
That was I tore it, bro, my freshman year, bro, at a indoor track meet at the University of Nebraska. I ran my prelim heat, everything went smooth, won my heat. So I come out in the finals, and as I'm coming out of my drive phase, getting ready to accelerate into my full sprint, it just snapped on me, bro, and I hit the track, bro. First track meet of the season.
Man, so had you ever dealt with injuries before that, or was that like really the only serious thing that had ever happened like that?
I had little tweaks on my hamstring before, little growing tweaks, you know, something I could heal from rather quickly. But that was the first time I actually like tore a muscle. So the healing process was completely different. The mental side was different, and that's what got me into lifting weights a lot more.
Really?
While I was rehabbing, I was just pumping the iron, bro, because I couldn't go to practice and sprint or run. So I just started hitting the weight room in college, and that kind of got me into the weightlifting side of it, wanting to put the muscle on. You know what I mean?
So when that happened, did you immediately start thinking, man, I kind of want to do this, or I might find some route with this later, or was it not till even later that you thought that?
Nah, that was much later, bro.
Okay.
So after I tore it, my mindset was, okay, let's heal, let's get back in shape, let's go at it again. So what happened was I rehabbed. I missed all the indoor track season that year, and by the time outdoor came back around, so I qualified for the regionals. This was in junior college as well, at Barton County Community College.
Okay.
And so the prelims regionals came around. I was ready to run again. So I ran the open 100 meters and I ran the 4x1. And our 4x1 ended up qualifying for junior college nationals or whatever, right?
Okay.
So I ended up healing. I ran the 100 at nationals in junior college, and we also won the gold medal in the 4x1 relay in junior college as well.
Damn.
We ran a 38-second 4x1, which was like one of the fastest in the country at that time, especially on the college ranks, you know?
Yeah.
And so the season ended up being good. I came to junior college All-American, got a medal, first place at nationals, so it ended up being a good season. And then my next season, I did the same thing again, bro.
The hamstring?
Hamstring. First track meet of the season, bro. I tore it again.
Wow.
And at that point is when I really started, like, thinking, like, man, what's my next move, you know?
So did it feel like when that second injury happened, did it immediately, like, click in your head, like, okay, I don't think this is a path for me anymore? Or was it like, let me still figure this out, but I also need to think over here, you know?
It was kind of like, okay, I'm not a quitter, first of all.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's like, nah, I'm gonna get back, but at the same time, I was thinking like put things in place on over here too. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like I can't bank on this because my hamstring, they rehab is hard. You know what I mean? At that point, it don't feel the same. My leg don't feel the same, even to this day. So like,
Damn.
I just noticed it's time to kind of look over here and
Yeah.
put things in place on this side over here. You know?
Well, hell, man, with your running career, hell of a successful one though. You know, I know you could look back and even though it didn't go exactly where you wanted in the very end, that it was still very successful. I'm sure you're proud of all that stuff.
Oh, for sure, man. I'm grateful that I got to experience it and meet the people I met along the way. Like I met a lot of great guys, bro. A lot of great women. A lot of Olympians, man, male and
Man.
female. So it was a good experience all in all. I got some, All-American awards. I went to the NCAA Nationals in the 4x1 as well. So, I mean, I did good, bro. Not where I wanted to take it, but I'm proud of it, I can say.
I bet, bro. Yeah, that just being around that type of greatness and knowing you were right there with them. You know, it just
Yeah.
life plays out in different ways, but you were right there. Like I'm sure you got a rub from them in certain ways too of just their mentality about life, or maybe some kind of tips and things they gave you, conversations that you would have never had if you weren't that talented and that working that hard to be there. You know.
Yeah, for sure, bro. Like I said, my roommate, the one who ran in the Olympics, man, I've always been a dedicated person, I've always had the discipline, but he was right there to help me because he had extreme discipline too. Like, this was his whole life going pro and track and field, and he accomplished it, but he definitely pushed me to another level as far as my training and the mentality as far as going out onto the track and going into the gym, the way I attack it. He definitely helped me along the way with that.
I bet, bro, because it's easy to, if you would have had, say, a different roommate, someone that didn't really give a shit, it could have influenced you the other way. He's like, hey, bro, these girls want to go do this, or this party is over here with this, you know?
Right, exactly, bro. So it definitely was a blessing for sure, man.
All right, so let's get into some natural bodybuilding talk, man. So I think I kind of already know the answer, but the people out there may not, right? So that's kind of like, a lot of these questions I'll already know between us personally, but what chose you, or what led you to choose the natural bodybuilding route as opposed to the classic route people go where it ends up in some, where they end up taking PEDs to compete?
Okay, so fast forward past college, I was just working out, not really focused on diet or anything like that, but I stayed in the gym, but I wasn't thinking let's bodybuild or anything like that, but I ended up building a pretty good physique along the way, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Just
already
by
had
working out
one,
on the
but
regular. Yeah, so I ended up looking pretty good, and a lot of people in the gym was telling me, man, compete. So I started looking more into it, and I just didn't want to go the PED route for longevity purposes, really, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I want to be around a long time, and I want to be able to do this for a long time.
Yeah.
And I don't want to get so big and put on so much mass and then have to come off in my later years and then, not be the same person I once was when I had all this size and muscle.
Yeah.
I just want to build it the natural way. It's slower, but it definitely pays off in the long run. You know what I mean? So, yeah, it was really longevity for me, bro. Like, I don't know where to even get any PEDs for real, and I don't know if I'm getting the real deal or not. So I just took the natural route, and I actually like this route, though.
Yeah, I think it's, I would never, unless someone just had a relentless dream that they could not let go of, where they wanted to be on an Olympia stage for specifically that stage, it's like I would not direct anyone to go do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just because if you want to be on that stage, you have to do it. You can't compete without it because everybody else is using it.
Right.
But it's a scary road to go down.
Though.
Yeah, scary road to go down. So I would never preach that. And I've talked about it in a YouTube video before, but I had the one little short stint when I was bodybuilding where I did take PEDs. And just that one stint for that one competition, bro, that And I won my first one natural with the
Yeah.
guys who could take stuff, you know. So like I could have just kept going without it, but I tried it, and it was I didn't want to take the risk, man. So I stopped. You know what I mean? And
Yeah, I
I'm
understand
glad
that,
I
though.
did at this point.
Yeah, it was definitely the risk factor for me, you know. I just didn't want to mess around and get the wrong thing, or like I said, see myself. You know how when you work out, bro, you never feel like you perfect yet. You know what I mean? You
Yeah, you
always
never can.
put more muscle on. So I just can only imagine like that rebound from coming off and then losing your size, and I can only imagine that mentally as well. So I didn't want to go that route, you know.
Oh yeah. I've seen it a lot because it was. I had family members that did it growing up. I was around like bodybuilding a little bit like that. Some really close friends have done it. Close friends have done it that didn't even compete in bodybuilding. They just wanted to do it to look a certain way in the gym or feel strong and this and that. And I've seen people really do their hormones wrong, you know, and so
Yeah.
they're suffering now. Um, so how long did you train? How many years were you working out after college before you competed?
So I want to say, bro, it was really a good 8 years, to be honest, because I didn't compete until 2021.
Okay.
And I was out of college by 2014, so all that time I was just working out. But I got my diet in check. It's made it more bodybuilding-esque maybe 5 years before I started competing, you know.
Okay.
And then I just kept thinking I want to get a little bit bigger. I'm going to compete, but I want to get a little bit bigger. And I just finally said, you know what, I'm going to do it. I had moved to LA, and I was like, man, I'm just going to give it a shot and see how it goes, you know.
Yeah.
And I did my own prep the first time, everything. I winged it, really, you know. And I ended up taking second, almost getting the pro card, the natural pro card, but I missed it by one spot. So I was like, I can do this. I can do this for sure, you know.
Oh yeah, man, that's wild. You winged it. You're on the prep, man. I've never went into it prepping for myself. I've always had a trainer, so that'd be nerve wracking in itself.
Yeah, bro, I kind of winged it, but yeah, I say as far as eating right, you know, really focus on hypertrophy. 5 years before I competed for the first time.
Okay, gotcha. So, do you train other people too, or do you just focus on your training right now?
So I have a few online clients, weight loss clients mainly. A few guys that just want to lean up, get that six pack. But not any one-on-one in-person training right now, because I'm really just focused on preparing for this upcoming season, you know, and getting that pro card in classic physique and open bodybuilding. So that's my plan for the year. So I've really been locked in on that.
So you're pro in men's physique, and so you're going classic and bodybuilding. So you could eventually possibly have all three.
Yeah, that's the goal right there.
Woo!
Yeah,
Trifecta.
yeah, I want to do all three, bro.
So we got a game we play where I give the person that's on the pod a bunch of different this or that's. So I'm gonna name two things, and you gotta give me your answer and pick one. But you can only give the answer. You can't explain.
Okay.
All right. So, track and field or football?
Track and field.
Oh, all right. 49ers or the Chiefs?
Chiefs.
Chiefs. Crocs or slides?
Slide.
Thank goodness, bro.
I'm old school, bro.
Yeah, that's that new gen stuff, bro. I don't know about all that. Bro, Crocs got you made fun of when we was growing up.
Yeah, bro. Crocs was not it, bro.
No. Water park or amusement park?
Water park.
Water park. Actually, I gotta say one more thing, bro. It irks me. There's so many people that work out in Crocs now.
Man, that's crazy. I know, bro. I see it every day, man. That's
Bro,
crazy.
that bothers me.
That's the new swag, bro.
Yeah.
Pajamas.
Yeah, pajama pants too. All right, so barbecue or Mexican food?
Barbecue.
All right. Music from now or music from the 2000s?
2000.
Yes, sir. Dressing up or dressing casual?
I'm a dress up kind of guy.
Dress up, okay. Chest day or arm day?
Chest. Gotta do that chest, man.
I Gorilla chest. We got squats or sprints.
Thinking now squats. Now squats. For
Okay.
sure.
All right, $1 million now or $80,000 a year guaranteed for the rest of your life.
Give me the 80 for the rest of my life.
80 for the rest of your life, all right? Big trucks or sports cars?
Sports car.
All right, would you rather go back to 13 for a day or go back to 18 for a day?
18 for sure.
18? All right. All right, cool. So we're on to the last topic. So what would you do differently in fitness, athletics, bodybuilding if you got to start over? And you can give one answer for athletics and one for bodybuilding if you want, but that's up to you. So what would you do if you could start over?
Man, honestly, bro, I wouldn't do anything different, bro, because I feel like every lesson that I learned along the way built me to be the man that I am right now. And I feel like if I would have done it any different in my athletic career, then my bodybuilding career may not have been the same. You know what I mean?
That's true.
And I feel like I landed exactly where I was supposed to.
Yeah, okay. So if adding on to that, if you could go back and not have the hamstring issues and make it to where you originally wanted in track, would you give up the bodybuilding?
Yeah, that's tough. I definitely, man, that's tough, bro. Man, I probably would go without injuring my hamstring. I'd probably remove that pain. But at the same time, though, it did make me strong mentally for the bodybuilding. You know what I mean? But I mean, I wouldn't change it, bro. I wouldn't change it.
Gotta stick with it, huh?
I gotta stick with it, bro.
All right, I feel you. Hey, that makes a lot of sense, though, man. We all are truly an accumulation of all the things we've been through, and so you never know what person you would be if you did or didn't go through, or if you didn't go through what you did in the past. So, all right. So, what would you say is one thing that people misunderstand about speed? Like, what is something people do wrong, whether it be training or just common sense? What would you say?
What a lot of beginners fail at, maybe just this is a technique thing, but a lot of people don't point their toes up. Basically, they don't dorsiflex the toe when they run. They just leave the toes hanging.
When they raise the leg?
Yeah, so you want to dorsiflex your toe when you run because it allows you to apply more power to the ground.
Okay.
But I think the main thing, another thing at least, people mistake with sprinting is they think you have to run hard to run fast.
Ooh, okay.
But really, you should be more relaxed. Like, your body is a machine, you know what I mean? So you want it to be well-oiled and smooth. That's how you run faster. When you run tight, you tense up, and it causes the muscles to tense up, which restricts your stride length, your stride frequency. So I believe running tight and, running real hard is what a lot of people want to do.
Yeah.
And it's really about relaxing and just getting in that flow,
Okay. That makes a lot of sense, but I can see pretty much everybody messing that up. Like, I mean, especially in a sprint. Maybe long distance, people would probably think, oh, I got to relax. But sprint, that I don't think that most people would recognize that,
Squeezing the neck tight, everything.
Yeah.
Like, when you run, your jaw should be bouncing. Everything should just be relaxed. Facial expression, everything.
That's all stuff that I probably did wrong back in the day. I probably should have ran track. Looking back, that's one of the things I would do different.
Oh, yeah, run.
Yeah, I probably would have ran track, learned how, like, maybe increasing my speed would have helped me even more. Like, I was naturally quick, like agility, like a shuttle run. Like, that time was always real good for me, but like a 40 was just, pretty good.
Yeah.
And,
You just needed a little acceleration. That's all. You had the speed. You just need to work on the accelerating part. That's another thing that people don't train on or practice when it comes to sprinting.
Mm-hmm.
You got to learn how to turn it on and turn it off. You know what I mean?
I guess we kind of talked about this a little bit, but what would you say was uncommon or unconventional that you did growing up to make you the athlete you became? Like, maybe did you play certain sports that you think affected your athleticism as a young kid, or was it just the training with your, at the house with your pops? Was it camps? What do you think played a role?
I honestly believe it was the training, bro. Uh, like I said, Pops had me doing a lot of agility work, so we'll do like fast feet on the curve. It was just simple stuff, though.
Mm-hmm.
We'll do like fast feet on the curve, just working on my turnover rate, getting my fast twitch firing at a young age. So I believe that played a big factor in me running fast, being quick on the field. Like I said, I was running sprints, parachute runs,
Mm-hmm.
sleds. I was doing all that as a little kid. So I believe that's what developed my speed early to where
Okay.
when I got older, I just kind of got better with my technique and things like that. But yeah, I think it was the training for sure.
Okay. Here, this kind of just came to my mind. Something I'm curious about. What percentage of your speed and athleticism would you say was genetic versus hard work and technique?
I'll say, bro, 50-50 because, like, I do have uncles that played in the NFL. I
Dang.
got an uncle that played in the MLB. So,
Dang.
like, it's definitely genetic at the same time,
Mm-hmm.
but I also put the work in with that, though. So, I believe that's what took me to the next level, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And helped me build a lot of muscle maturity along the way. And, but the hard work with the genetics is what kind of took me to the next level. But the genetics for sure, though, I believe. But I think anybody can run fast. I think anybody can become athletic. It's just about how easy it comes to you, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would say the same if I was asked as far as can everyone become that. I think there's a lot people leave on the table most of the time.
Right, right.
You know what I'm
And that
saying?
goes like into the bodybuilding thing too.
Yeah.
People believe in genetic limits and stuff like that. And I just never thought about that before. Like my genetic limit, I just work hard as I can, and what happens happens. Really.
Bro, exactly, bro. Genetic limits. I already knew once I saw you were into the bodybuilding scene and doing your thing. I could already have told people without talking to you, genetic limits ain't gonna be something he's agreeing to or thinking that, because that's we had to overcome genetic limits per se our whole lives. Like, I
Exactly.
was talking to my dad the other day and he was kind of laughing at me because I remember being a kid and my dad having me out at the field training, like, like catching pop flies for baseball or whatever it was, running or catching passes. And he would tell me verbally at a very young age, man, I don't remember how young, but real young. He's like, you're a small kid and you're probably going to be small for a while until you fully get grown. You're not going to step on the field and the coach put you in the starting spot and you immediately, before they know you, if they don't know you yet, they're not going to
Right, right.
immediately think that's our guy, that's our kid that's going to be the best. So you're going to have to be behind those kids and then work harder and then prove it and then get on the field. And it used to make me so mad, bro. Not that he was saying that, but it made me mad to think, why can't they just look at all of us the same and let us go show them that we're good? Why does it
Right.
got to start with me behind the eight ball, But, it teaches you a lot.
And I'm smiling, bro, because it's like the story of my life, bro. Like nobody ever thought, like, okay, we're gonna put him on the field. He's a starter. It was always show and prove, you know.
Yeah.
And that mentality, even when it comes to the bodybuilding now, which why I'm glad I ended up being a shorter guy because it just gave me a different mentality and work ethic because I always had to show and prove that I'm good enough and I'm great, especially when it comes to sports because, if you get on the field, it's depending on the coach. So,
Yeah.
yeah, they
Absolutely.
had to prove it, bro.
It develops a dog in you.
Yeah.
All right, so last question I got for you. Uh, what do you want people to say about Travis Thornhill when everything, this thing called life comes to an end for you? What do you want people to say about you?
Man, I want people to say he was a guy full of love, a caring guy, hard working, humble but confident, and just a family man. He loved his family and just a man of love, I want to be known for the love I give. That's the main thing, bro.
Hey man, I respect that. Highly respect it. Highly respect you. Our whole lives we've pretty much gone knowing each other. We've never had a problem. We've never had it out. You know,
Facts.
we've always seen eye to eye. Always respected you for work ethic, talent, everything. We always kept in touch. Always been cool, man.
Facts.
So I respect you. I really appreciate you.
And I respect you, bro. Thanks.
Absolutely, bro. I appreciate you coming on. I'm gonna do
Much
multiple
love, my
seasons.
guy. I appreciate you, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep this going for years. So we'll have you back on at some point eventually
Oh,
again
yes,
too.
sir. It'll be good, especially when we see how the Olympia go this year.
Oh yeah, absolutely, bro. Hey, you gonna come out there? You gonna get two more pro cards.
Oh, yes, sir, man. August 10th. Competing August 10th in OKC.
August 10th. Hey, bro. So your social media. Tell people where they can follow you at. What's your IG and stuff.
Yeah, you can follow me on IG at Trav, TRAV, FAM, FAM, fit _ PNBA Pro.
All right, and I'll put it on the
That's my
screen,
Instagram.
and I'll put it in the description of the video. All that, bro. I appreciate you.